Good evening. My name is Kim Gallo, and I have the honor of being principal of Shepaug Valley School. Tonight is one of those special nights where our students form a community, a musical community. And that is a very, very powerful thing. I was just talking to somebody, I promise there will be a connection, about the movie about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And as I was standing here, I thought about one part from this that absolutely applies to tonight. And I'd like each of you, whether you are a student or a family member, I'd like each of you to sit just for a second, as Mr. Rogers did in his movie. It's a wonderful one, by the way. And I'd like you to think about a song that makes you happy. I'm just going to wait for about 20 seconds. I'd like you to think about a song that makes you happy. Now, some of you thought about special songs with a special someone. Some of you thought about songs that you sang to your kids, these kids, when they were little. All of you thought about something that kind of gave you a smile, and as I looked around, I saw that kind of grin. You know, the ones that weren't looking at me like, is she insane? Which I understand. This is what our kids are creating tonight. They're creating that community of music. Not every student here was born to play an instrument or born to sing, but they're taking a risk tonight. They're using their talent and their courage to get up in front of you and to make memories for you, but to learn skills in music that will last their whole lives and will someday make them smile. That is a wonderful thing. So I'm so glad that all of you are here tonight. I'm so glad that you brought these wonderful children that are willing to share their skills and their courage with us, and I hope you enjoy every moment. On behalf of Mrs. Colella and Mrs. Judd, I'd like to welcome you to Shepaug, and I'd also like to thank very much our very talented music teachers who have given you, I am sure, a wonderful performance tonight. Thank you.
That was Little Birch Tree, a Russian folk song conducted by Mr. Jacob Bartfield, who's the music teacher over at Booth Free School. Our next song is called Ding Dong Digga Diggy Dong. My name is Jen Dwyer, and I teach at Washington Primary as well as Burnham School. And I just want to reiterate how happy we are to be here, how excited we are to perform for you and to perform all together. We'll try not to do too much talking because these guys are the rock stars in the room. So, ding dong. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for that transition? They make it look easy, but they have practiced this. We are going to begin now with a couple of songs that you will probably recognize. And you may notice that as the band portion of our performance goes on, different students stop playing at different times. It's okay, that's all part of the plan. We are all at different levels right now. There are some people who started playing last September, a year ago September. And we needed to give them something that was challenging enough to keep them engaged and excited. There are students up there who started playing just a couple months ago, and we needed to give them stuff that was achievable by January. And it's interesting because you will notice there were some people who went above and beyond. And I'm so very proud of all the work that they've done. I think we may just want to play a couple of warm-up notes because those instruments have been on stage for 20 minutes. So we'll do a quick warm-up and then we will begin with hot cross buns. We'd now like to invite up the 7th and 8th grade band. They're going to perform a song called Adamant before we play a combined piece together.
Good evening. My name is Mark Obowitz. I am the band director here at Shepaug, and I want to thank you wholeheartedly for coming out and allowing us to be a part of your winter concert. It's something that we had envisioned even at the end of last year, trying to unite our region into one sound, into one band, and not to wash it out, but to unify it as music does. It brings us together, and we are so excited to be here to be a part of this. Our contribution to this is a song entitled Adamant.
Thank you again for coming out. We have one more song to play for you this evening. Before we do our final song, we should probably talk about how we're going to be dismissing. There are some logistics. So if your student is in chorus only, if your student plays a brass instrument or a percussion instrument, they're going to go to the chorus room where all of their coats and cases are kept. If that is your student, then once we've had a chance to leave the auditorium, come around this corner to the chorus room and we can sign the kids out as you collect them. If your student is a woodwind player, you're going to go to the band room, and if you wouldn't mind going a long way around, you're going to leave the other way from the auditorium, and it's almost directly behind us right now if you're doing a circle around the auditorium. If you have to go to more than one room, we're sorry for the inconvenience. This is our first time running a combined ensemble like this, and we found there were some logistics that needed some thinking. So we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for bringing your students out so they could participate and feel and hear and experience being in a full-size ensemble. This will help many of them as they make their decisions going into Shepaug, which ensemble they'd like to be a part of. And it sets them up to be successful once they get there because they know what it's going to be like. So, our last song 5-note concerto. Thank you very much.
Thank you again. We hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.